basically all the people who I like talk to just keep asking me like, how's Mango? What's up with Mango? Hey Mango. I've been thinking like I should make a video about my trailer. And so I bought a trailer summer 2020 because I want to use it to travel the country and homestead at BIPOC owned farms, to help cultivate land and just to kind of gain more skills, because farming is very much a lifestyle. It's not really something you could put down, I would say, or that you really want to put down for too long. I have been avoiding paying New York City rent, New York rent, because I think that's just a waste of money for a person like me who is set on buying land. And the kind of land I want to buy is green, and there's not much green spaces in the city. Rent in New York City is super expensive for just the bare minimum. New York is for some people, New York isn't for other people. I think New York can be for everybody. I just don't think that people should get super engulfed in New York, like as if it's the only cool place on the planet. There's so many other cool places, and I want to go to those other cool places. I would love to keep visiting home. I love home. I love my family. I'm gonna miss them inevitably, but I can go. I can and will go. Studying abroad for, I don't remember how long I was abroad for, 4 or 6 months. That is essentially what gave me, I think, the courage and the knowledge to know that I could totally do this. Like, I could totally travel the country. Like, I traveled all throughout Europe by myself. And farming in New York, in the city, is just super hard for no real reason besides systematic racism. So I really want to expose myself to other ways that people are figuring out how to farm, especially in urban areas or close to and around urban areas. I'm super excited to travel down south to see what they're doing. I'm also excited to potentially travel up north and see what other people are doing. So the trailer made a lot of sense to me because I want to be able to travel a lot. I do want to be super nomadic. I don't really want to have one home. I just have a traumatic past of being forcibly moved from a lot of homes. So just, I don't know, a super stagnant lifestyle has just never been a part of who I am. And so a teardrop trailer made a lot of sense. And I also want to live small. Really and truly, what I want to do when I get my land is it just be me and my teardrop trailer and the land that I'm hoping to cultivate and steward. A lot of people think I'm crazy. The thing about this career field that I'm in is that there is no set path for anybody in it. So like, if you want to become a film director, you go to film school. If you want to become a lawyer, you go to law school. If you want, like, there's school, if you want to go into business, you get your M thing, whatever it is. We go to business school. So it's just like, for what I'm doing, I found that the traditional school setting isn't always the best. I personally just don't want to be taught like indigenous knowledge from white folks. Like, it just doesn't sit right with me. I want to learn it from the people themselves, from the people actually doing it. And the best way to learn in farming, sustainable agriculture, is in the field themselves, and to just start your farm. After my last Employment, I was given 2 options by one of my biggest role models. I was given the option of either working for a Black organization or starting my own farm. So basically this journey I'm trying to take with my teardrop trailer is me really trying to get all the tools and knowledge necessary before I buy and occupy my own land and start my own farm and start my own business and start my own educational practices on land. So I bought my trailer, right? I got it off of Facebook Marketplace. Got it for a pretty good deal. Included battery, the bearings that you need. Also, there's so many things that go into like needing a trailer, even a really small teardrop camper trailer, that people just don't tell you about because having a trailer isn't a normal thing. Typically trailers minimally cost like $10,000, which is like crazy, right? And so I thought it was a pretty good deal because I basically got everything that I needed with it, even the cord to like hook it up to shoreline power and all that type of stuff. It came with a TV and a microwave and everything. So I am quickly finding out why I got my trailer for such a good price. The wiring doesn't work in it. Like, it has to be completely rewired. I took it to my uncle, who's like a techie guy, and he told me there's an open circuit, so it's like I can't even hook it up to a battery right now because it could cause a fire. There's just so many technical difficulties going on with it right now, and you would think that I would want to have that stuff checked out, but I was just so on the high of like, I want a trailer, this is a good deal, like let me get it. I definitely didn't ask all the questions that I needed to ask when I first bought the trailer, and now obviously the people aren't responding to me and the questions that I have, which is simply like, where's the wiring? Like, I don't even know where the wiring is. Like, my whole trailer is gonna have to come apart essentially because I have no electricity in my trailer, and without any electricity I can't have heat. I was like, all right, it, like I don't need my outlets in my trailer. I could use a power bank, a solar generator, power, station. But none of these power stations really like work for like that. Like, they're not really for off-grid living. They're for in case of emergency living, and it's just like, it's not it. I can't have a power station that can only hold charge for like 45 minutes when I plug a tiny little heater to it. And they're crazy expensive. So it's just kind of like, for it to be crazy expensive and for it not to work the way that I need it to work. So I'm just kind of like, how can I make this affordable? That's my biggest challenge. How can I make this affordable? How can I make this sustainable? Because I really want to get going. If all I had to do was buy a new battery, then I'd be set. I'd be living, coastal living already up on my farms. But Mango isn't ready. And you would think I would do all this research or figure all this stuff out before I painted the thing. But no, I didn't. So there's just a bunch of stuff that I need to still do and just kind of take my time. It's not the kind of thing that I can rush. I guess the reason why I painted it first, and this was the rationale that I had, was like I wanted to make a home for myself and I wanted my home to be yellow. So that's what was motivating me at the time. Just having a dusty looking trailer, white walls on the inside and stuff like that. That kind of stuff, like, I didn't want that for my trailer. Since it's already such a small space, I felt like the white walls would just drive me crazy. I don't know. There's this solar guy on YouTube. I think he's like one of the most famous solar guys. Yeah, so he built his own system, his own power bank system that I'm gonna have to build. So I'm gonna have to build my own power station now. So wish me luck, because the last time I did anything like that, was in 8th grade. There's just a lot going into this that I had never anticipated, but I have faith in me. You know, I'm willing to take my time, because this journey is gonna last forever, and there's no need to rush it. If there's anything that my profession has taught me, is that nothing blooms all year round. You know, the winter is a time for self-reflection, planning, and patience. Nothing does bloom all year round. And that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm just struggling a little bit right now. So I'm keeping my bonnet on just to embrace the struggle. But also I think this bonnet is mad cute. If anybody has any way that they think they can support me, whether that be with knowledge or handyman assistance, or by sharing this video with someone who could know what to do, that could help me out. But yeah, as of right now, it's absolutely freezing in my trailer. I can't lay down without shivering. But the mattress I got is super comfy. It's just tough, y'all. Just a little tough. But if y'all want to leave some encouraging words for me down in the comments, that'd be nice. But you know what? I'm grateful for another day to struggle and win. That's my new phrase. I got that from a meeting recently. Somebody said that in a meeting, and I loved that. So I am going to channel the strength of my ancestors, figure it out, because that's what I gotta do. I can't have a trailer and not figure it out. I can't have spent that much money and not figure it out. So you should continue to be excited for me. Just know, more often times than not, things end up being a lot more difficult than you anticipated, and that's what's happening with me and my trailer Mango. But I have faith in us. I have faith in her. She's beautiful so far. So yeah, right now we are focused on figuring out the electrical going into it.